and gentlemen, welcome to MJM. Once again, my name is MARKIA and this is
Jungimaster.
And this is your #1 place for righteousness and ratchetness. And I'm sure you're all asking the question of why on earth are we both wearing and sporting these incredibly wonderful hats that are branded by Heineken. Jungimaster, why have we got these on?
Man, we spent an awesome weekend at Heineken Village at the Australian Grand Prix last weekend.
Oh yeah.
How good was that? The Black Eyed Peas, Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis!
Man, it was such an awesome weekend, wasn't it? And, you know, we got these beautiful hats.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable hats. Like, I reckon I could take this on holidays, man.
100%.
You know how you see the local Aussie going to Bali, for example, with one of these?
Yeah.
Well, we've got one now.
Absolutely. And you know that we're cheap Lunkins as well, so we'll take anything that's free. Thank you, Heineken Village. So before we get into what happened over the weekend, something else happened over the weekend and it involved a bit of yellow tape.
Yellow tape? I reckon it was sandpaper, man.
I think it was sandpaper as well. If you don't know what we're talking about...
Bunnings Warehouse.
If you don't know what we're talking about, where the heck have you been living? Because it turns out that the Australian cricket team are cheats and they're ball tamperers.
Bunch of cheat. What can we say about that, you know? It was such a bloody massive scandal, wasn't it? I mean, here you have the Australian team, the Australian cricket team, always having to go to all the international teams for the way they play. If they get sledged, they have a little cry. And here we go, they're the ones at fault this time.
Right.
And I'm so happy to see it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm Australian, but look, seeing the Australian cricket team going through this makes me happy. I'm very, very happy.
Yeah. I hate to say this as well, but I think there's like an unwritten law when it comes to other cricketing nations and our attitude towards the Australian cricket team. I know that the unwritten law is we will go for any team that's playing against Australia.
But that comes down to the way the Australian cricket team and I think Australian cricket in general is when you go down to the grassroots.
100%.
I mean, I played cricket for a long time when I was younger.
Yeah.
And it comes down to, and I hate to say this, but it comes down to colour. You know, I remember reading a fantastic article from Usman Khawaja, which outlined his struggle to get into the Australian cricket team. Yeah. And his views are exactly the same as ours when he first came to Australia from Pakistan. Yeah. And growing up as a little young kid in western suburbs, the struggle that he faced and how he grew up to not support the Australian cricket team. Wow. It was a fantastic article. You should read that one.
Definitely. And look, man, I mean, we've all heard stories. I know, like being from Sri Lanka, we've heard stories of how the Australian cricket team has acted like when they're overseas in different countries. And
oh man, I've got some good stories from my junior Ranatunga.
Go ahead.
When I had dinner with him one night when I was younger, and
now he definitely ate more than you did.
He did eat more than me. He couldn't run though. You know, he was a bit chubby and
he had the runner.
He used to walk and But he did tell me about a funny story that he had with Ian Healy one night, where Ian Healy was talking about you know, what he ate last night and things like that, the type of curries he eats. And he did mention one story which was very funny. It was I think Healy said to him, Arjuna, where were you last night? And Arjuna responded, with your missus.
Arjuna!
It was something like that. It was quite funny. Yeah. But look, there's been so many personal sledges, and this is what I think gets to me, is that Dave Warner, who is one of the biggest sledges in cricket of all time, you know, to have a little cry in the second test in South Africa over something that Dick Hawk said, he needs to grow a pair, to be honest. You know, you can't actually go out and say, you know, thins. And this goes back to episode 1, where we actually talked about dissing. Yeah. If you're willing to diss, you gotta be willing to take it back. It's like the NBA, man.
100%.
There's an unwritten rule there at the NBA. Whatever stays on court stays there.
Yeah, absolutely.
They do the sledging perfectly.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's the thing. I actually read something that the captain, what's the captain's name? Aussie cricket captain. Okay, not captain. Sorry, there's not captain.
Steve Smith.
Let's try that again. I also heard that the coach,
Darren Lehman,
he had a complaint about the South African crowd because they were taunting the Australian cricketers. Now, if any team ever comes to Australia to play cricket, We know, we've sat in the stands.
We've sat in the stands. We've got the harassment from the crowd.
Everything, every racist thing you could possibly say.
You need to get over it. Like, seriously.
But this is the contradiction.
Yeah.
We've heard like scum mics. Yeah. Well, you know, when the Ashes series were happening like years ago, we heard stump mics of Ricky Ponting saying, "You're gonna get a broken arm," right? Like,
that was actually Michael Clark.
Oh, was it?
yeah.
You all look the same.
But it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to, you know, just if you're gonna diss, you gotta be able to take it.
Right.
And the Aussie cricket team is such a, you know, they act like brats on the field, and off the field.
Yeah.
I mean, you go back to looking at the salary saga at the start of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, they dictate terms.
Yeah.
It's time
100%.
that we actually put them in line and tell them to grow up.
Yep.
Grow the F up, boys, because you're a bunch of little brats. You know, rich boys playing cricket, and that's all you are.
Absolutely.
Like, seriously, grow up.
Now, let's get to the situation that happened. So, the situation is, for people that don't know about it, is that Bancroft had taken a bit of tape, and what he said was that he grabbed granules from the ground and tried to roughen the surface of the ball.
Yeah.
Now, all of us that saw that tape and we saw the playback, we know that was sandpaper.
Definitely know it was sandpaper.
That was sandpaper, and for us, I know, like, for a fact, we know that the Aussies are sore losers.
Yeah.
And to go to this extent to try and win a game,
Yeah.
wow.
Man, they're clutching. And the fact that the leadership group was involved,
Yeah.
you know, name the leaders. I know who they are. The public knows. I'll name them now. Steve Smith, Darren Lehman. We've got the coach Darren Lehman. We've got Dave Warner. We've got Nathan Lyon.
Yeah.
Mitchell Stark and Josh Hazelwood. They have to be the main 6 players in that team.
Sure.
That would have come up with this plan.
Right.
You got to have the bowlers involved.
Right.
Nathan Lyon's one of the senior players. He definitely is a part of the leadership group because he does the team song.
Yeah.
So, you know, the GOAT, as they call him, is also in on it. Let's cut his neck off and get him off the team as well.
Right.
I think they all should go. That's my view. I think they all should be banned for life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you go down hard with the Pakistanis, you go down hard with the English, you go down hard with the South Africans.
Yeah.
It's time the Aussies pay.
100%.
That's my go.
I agree with you, 100%, Jungie Master, 100%. Now, I know that you are, you play the sport.
Yeah.
Explain to people how this actually affects the game.
The actual tampering?
Yeah.
The tampering actually gives an advantage to the bowling side if they're able to get that ball to swing.
Right.
That's what is allegedly happened here.
Yeah.
I mean, the Aussies were trying to get an advantage.
Yeah.
Trying to change the conditions of the ball in order to try and get wickets.
Right.
And, you know, it was a deliberate act.
Right.
They weren't actually letting it happen in natural court, natural, circumstances.
So it's not just like rubbing like the ball on the leg that everyone sees all the time.
Yeah, and letting the ball rough up in just the pitch and
Yeah.
the ground, things like that. So it was a deliberate act.
Yeah.
And a deliberate act should be punished,
Sure.
in my opinion.
Now my question is, do you think this is the first time it's happened, or you reckon
No.
this is the first time we've just seen
we've
it?
seen footage.
Right.
I don't know if you saw the footage released by Fox Sports the other day of Bancroft in the Sydney Ashes.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's making a cup of tea there and casually puts a bit of sugar in his pocket. Is he trying to sweeten up his balls? I don't know what he's doing there, man. I mean, he loves playing with his balls. He put that sandpaper down his crotch. I mean, what is that to actually sharpen the little pen that he's got in there? I don't know what's going on, but look, to me, it just cries,
It's desperation,
It's
isn't it?
desperation,
Yeah.
It's desperation at its best. It questions every single game that they've played in the past now. For me, I think, there's a cultural issue within the Australian cricket team that needs to be sorted. They need to wipe the whole team out, get a new coach in and start from scratch again.
But this is the thing, man. I think that has actually been inherited from previous teams, previous leadership. I know the greatest day for me in cricketing history was when Dilshan in the T20.
That's Tilakratna Dilshan.
Yeah, Toddy. When Dilshan was able to hit Mitchell Johnson for 6 fours in 1 over, that was the most beautiful day for me because it just put the Aussies back in their place. and all of a sudden now the ego had to go back. Yeah, look, we lost the game.
Yeah.
So
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But I'm looking
right.
at all these things. I'm saying this has been like hereditary.
Yeah.
This has not been something that all of a sudden now this new team
No.
has got. This has been inherited from previous teams.
And that's the beauty of this this situation, because you know they've been dictating terms for so long.
Yeah.
And for so many years, and
Yeah.
had the umpires on their side,
Yeah.
and finally we've got footage
Yeah.
of them conducting some act which is against the rules of
Yeah.
cricket.
100%. What do you guys think? Do you think that the cricket team should be always sacked and just
I think they
get
should
rid
be.
of them? Let us know. You know what the hashtag is. You know how to get at us. We want to know what you guys think, because
Exactly.
you know how we think, and you know we're Lunkins, so
Yeah.
of course we're gonna believe that.
Yeah.
Let's get to this. The reason why we're wearing these hats.
Yeah.
The reason why we're hyped as heck.
Man, what a weekend, wasn't it? I love the Formula One. I'll tell you what, Melbourne brings on a party. It brings on a party.
Yeah.
That actual Formula One Grand Prix was well organised.
Yeah.
The only downside for me was probably the, you know, on Thursday, as you know, I went to the Formula One just to try and see if I can catch up with the drivers.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to see Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
And they've brought in this new rule that you have to line up and get this wristband.
Right.
And they only hand out 50 wristbands.
Right.
And here I am waiting in line, you know, I thought I was in there in the top
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
I was number 51. No joke. I missed out. I was so devastated. I was so down.
Yeah.
And you know, I went home that evening and
Yeah.
Mrs. is asking me, what's wrong with you? Like, you're so down.
Yeah.
I was heartbroken because I didn't get to see him. And I really
Right.
do not like that new rule.
Sure.
So if anyone's watching from the Australian Grand Prix, please change that.
Right.
Let's get the fans an opportunity to see their favourite drivers.
Yeah. Or could
All in all, it's a great event. It was a great,
Absolutely.
well-organised event.
100%. Look, it could be another reason. Could be that because we're Lunkins, we always late for everything. So you just never know.
I was there on time, man. I lined up at 9 o'clock. Gates opened at
Yeah.
10. I was at the fan zone at 10:15.
Right.
Still missed out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
By
So-
one. That's what's Devo.
Yeah. But look, I think people will know now that Vettel won the Australian Grand Prix in a very controversial manner.
Yeah.
As Mercedes, Petronas, Hamilton fans, I know you got a lot to say about this.
Look, I wasn't happy with the virtual safety car and the issues there.
Yeah.
You know, technically with a virtual safety car, or you shouldn't be able to gain or lose your position.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
It makes sense. And
Yeah.
you know, Vettel took advantage, which, I mean, you know, the rules are there.
Yeah.
He's found a loophole.
Right.
And, you know, pitted at the right time
Yeah.
and got in front. So
Yeah.
that cost us the race.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Lewis, you will win this year.
100%.
2018, you'll win that number 5.
Absolutely.
Number 5 is
Now, we also do want to thank Lewis Hamilton for another reason.
Oh man.
Now, for those of you that have been following us since episode 1, you would know that we ran a segment called GetAtMJM. And you would also know that the focus of that segment was to get the attention of Lewis Hamilton. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen,
We got it.
we were successful.
We got the job done on Saturday.
We got it done. As you can see here with these pictures, Jungimaster got to meet his doppelganger in extraordinary fashion.
Man.
Not only extraordinary fashion, but in very surprising fashion, because from what we saw, Lewis Hamilton went up to you, looked at you again.
Yeah, and it was
Looked at you a third time.
Yeah, there was this moment. There was this weird moment. And look, Lewis, I really thank you for coming over and signing my hat.
Thank you.
Look, we stood in the rain for 4.5 hours waiting for Lewis Hamilton. I was soaked. I was in a poncho, but I was still soaked.
Yeah.
And we finally got him.
Yeah.
And thank you for getting at us. I also want to thank NCJ for staying there patiently with
100%.
me and taking those photos.
Yeah.
NCJ, straight
Shout
out
out.
there, buddy. Shout out to you, buddy. Well done.
Yeah. So check this out. We want to show you exactly what went down at the Melbourne Grand Prix over the weekend. And we're also going to bring in a segment that we brought in last episode, which was our Lunkins Gone Wild. However, this time we've seen a different scenario.
Oh, man.
And it seems to be all about the Aussies this episode. So
Let's do it.
Aussies Gone Wild.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi. Check it out.
Check it out.
MJM.
Woo.
Dirty bit. Dirty bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MJM show. Once again, my name is MARKIA and this is
Jungimaster.
And we are here live and direct from the Melbourne Grand Prix 2018. Jungimaster, you just met your idol today, is that right?
My dreams came true today, man. I just saw Lewis Hamilton, the #1 driver for F1. So happy, mate. I am over the moon.
My man, my man.
Man, I am so happy. My dreams have come true. I think this is probably better than me actually proposing to my missus. So, but this is my #1 goal. #1 goal. I think I'm gay now. Let's go. Let's check out the Grand Prix, guys. Let's go.
So Jungimaster, since we're here at the 2018 Grand Prix in Melbourne, I think it'd be a good time to kind of clear up names because people don't know what our names actually mean.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think it'd be good if you actually explain to people what your name means.
Man, my name, Jungimaster, look, it comes from the time, it's like a Dreamtime story, man.
Dreamtime, okay, go ahead.
The boys used to call me underwear model whenever we went out.
Right.
So whenever we went out clubbing, they'd go up to the girls and say that guy there used to be an underwear model. Anyway, Jungi means undies in Sri Lankan, and that's how I get my name, Jungimaster.
Now the reason why
you, MARKIA?
Well, before we get to my name, the reason why I ask you this question is because in our attempt to promote the MJM show out there in Sri Lanka, we've been hit with a little bit of, I guess, roadblocks.
A bit of a
because of the name Jungi. Now, is Jungi a swear word in Sri Lanka?
Mate, people are just stupid here. They just look, I'll go, like, I mean, how politically correct do you want to be? I mean, we talked about it in episode 1.
Right.
Around political correctness.
Yeah.
Mate, Jungi is just a bloody undie. What else do you want to call it?
Right.
Like, what do you call your undies in Sri Lanka?
Is there another name for it? Because, you know, my Sinhalese isn't as as good as yours.
My Sinhalese is the same as yours, man. It's freaking underwear. Like, what the Like, get over it. So, for me, all you Sri Lankans out there, get over that bloody word. It's not anything that's, you know,
derogatory.
Yeah, it's not derogatory.
Right.
Get over it.
So
it's a bloody, like, what else are you gonna call your bloody underwear? Like when the kids go out there,
right?
You tell your baby, oh, go get your undies on, or do you say go get your jungie on?
Okay.
It's the same thing. So, where does the name MARKIA come from, then?
Okay.
Talking about names and what it all means.
Look, it's not as comical as yours, unfortunately. But look, my name, MARKIA, if people know me, they know that my name is Mark, which is just Mark. But they also know that MARKIA has an IA at the end of it. The IA stands for is anointed, which basically means that, you know, what I do musically is all about kind of God calling me to do it. So what we're basically saying is that Mark is anointed. That's MARKIA, Mark, IA, Mark is anointed. You get it? Makes sense, right?
That's very deep.
Makes
very
sense,
deep.
right? It's probably a bit too deep for the Heineken Village at the Grand Prix in Melbourne.
I was just saying, I'm just looking at the Christian values here. Look around.
Everybody, let's get into it. Get started, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
So since we're here at the Formula 1 Grand Prix in Melbourne, we want to give a shout out to everyone that liked the post of us getting 100 likes to eat 500 nuggets in 1 hour. I want to thank you guys so much. Actually, no, I don't want to thank you.
I'm looking forward to it, guys. Look, I'm so surprised how many likes we got there.
Right.
We got 1,000 something on Instagram.
It's crazy.
I'm looking forward to it.
Matter of fact,
how it's going to be when I wake up in the morning after we eat that.
It's going to be crazy.
Well, I don't know. I'm assuming I'll do 250, you do 250.
We want to get in some resources as well. So MCJ, you might be in on this one as well. Trent, you might be in as well. Potty Paz, you might be in as well.
Coconuts galore.
But I want to thank you guys so much for liking the page. Keep supporting us. We're going to make sure MJM is the biggest show on YouTube. You know it, right? So this is MJM, your #1 place for righteousness and righteousness, reporting live from the Melbourne Grand Prix 2018. Check it! Jungimaster, why do we have on these hats?
Man, we spent an awesome weekend at the Heineken Village at the murder district.
The murder?
Damn, murder? Damn! GP. Let's start again. Alright.
So just so anyone knows, we're gonna now
I'll let you guys in a little bit of info. I've learned something in the past 27 years of my life. Second is the first of the losers. F***ing make yourself finish first, right? Whatever it takes, finish first. With Sheila's work, whatever it is, all right?